What's up, my pilots? Angryponcho here. We're back playing Phage Wars. We're gonna play the black Phage this time. Really strong, pretty slow, not agile. So, with the black Phage, you still want to spread out as much as you can, but you have to take into account that it's pretty slow to move, and so you really want to try and send it across just short paths, if at all possible, and if you can't do short paths, at least do straight lines, because their agility is so bad that they won't make it around corners. So see, watch what happens if I try and send these guys over here. These dudes here get stuck back here for quite a while, and they all take quite a bit of time. Now the good thing about the black Phage... Oh, look at me evacuate. It's too late for you, my friend. The good thing about the black Phage is that they're ridiculously strong, so you can come out on top even if you have significantly fewer cells. In fact, the black Phage is fairly good at just stepping in and eating. You'll have no problems winning fights. We're probably gonna end up taking this cell when they finally get their butts over there. Yeah, look at that. We sent about 10 too many, so it's just too easy. So if you've got two cells that are close together that are generating at the same rate, I mean, I could probably just keep doing this, and I'd probably take the cell. And it would take a minute, but if they're generating at the same rate and my guys are stronger, goodness. Of course, that's no excuse to play stupidly. Spreading out to as many cells as you can still gives you a big advantage in numbers. But with the black Phage, sometimes when you start out in the situations where you and your enemies are in adjacent cells, it can be easy for you to just step in and eat them all in the very first move. And there's a couple opportunities, I think a couple levels give you that chance fairly well. Well, let's just take that one now, shall we? And then these guys can start their war path to go over there. See them evacuating? This means they know that they're about to get eaten. Look at that. That's great. Yeah, it's amazing how few you need when you're playing as black to come out on top. It's really easy to win these fights. It's probably, I mean, it can be easier than some of the others. The only problem with the blacks is that they're so slow. So when you get to those levels where all of the stuff is spread way out, it really cripples your ability to get a bunch of cells. And so you can't make as many people. So you start really needing that advantage. Wow, that was an interesting strategy by Red. Try and sprint in and attack like that. That's not going to work out. Let's send a little shock force over here, shall we? We'll probably be able to take that cell from him. Yeah, look, the first ones I sent took it. The rest was just gravy. So what do you say we go over here next, shall we? So you see, you can kind of just predate. Go nuts. Yeah, very quickly we're going to win this here. So with the black cells, it's no longer necessary for you to even attempt to take over the whole screen. That's not the strategy that wins you the game. You see, look at him trying to run away. But every cell that he moves to is just another cell that I'm going to take over. I got 100 people sitting over there I didn't even need. Let's do this. See, I'm going to lose that one, but take this one without trouble. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn right back around and go take this cell. Because why not? Yeah, we got him. No problemo. Hell, we could just straight go over here next if we wanted. Now the thing with that strategy is that you have to couple it with expanding on your own, because you're not going to win just by killing the first couple cells that they go into. You have to actually cripple the spread, and that usually means you have to get it in the first couple cells. And if it takes much longer than that, you are SOL, because if they can just evacuate basically and run over to the next cell. And once they've done that, it becomes easy for them to just keep running away. You see how he keeps just sending them to the next cell around the board? At any given point, he's only got a couple cells occupied, but you know, eventually he'll run them down. Because, as you say, each new cell that he has to run away to just gives you one more cell to populate people. I'm gonna try to do a sprint for this if he's stupid. I'm gonna put all my people in the middle cell and then try and just eat him everywhere he goes. There we go. Go on, guys, you gotta get over there quicker so you can win. Yeah, look at that. Feels good. They're not agile, again, remember, so... Yeah, see, look at him trying to run away. He keeps changing his mind as to which cells he's going for. Come on, we almost got him. The black cells are great because you can basically, the black phage, you can basically go on the hunt and just play really aggressively. And you don't really have to worry about it. Alright, what are we doing here? Now with two colors, it's still best that you try and get the high ground, as it were. So taking this big cell is going to be great. I'm just going to go ahead and start eating people. Wow, look at how fast the whites make us. Look at how fast the whites look compared to the blacks. That's just crazy. This is a pretty interesting... can't tell which are unoccupied, which have whites in them. I guess it's just this one up here. Might go ahead and eat white. He's kind of a wimp. And then we can just focus on green. Sure enough. This is the last white cell. I think he's about to let it get taken. No, he's running away again. It's not going to work for you, buddy. They won't run if they've got few enough people in the cell. Few enough phage. So I've been playing some Noire today. It's good fun. I like the whole looking for clues and accusing people of lying, and it's fun. But I've also come to realize that either I think I have a problem because I cannot tell when people are lying in this game. I'm pretty good at it in real life, but in this game I just can't tell, because I think part of it is that as soon as I arrive at a crime scene, I immediately make a bunch of assumptions about what the crime is gonna be like, because I've seen too much CSI or something, and I'm expecting it to be like something I've seen already. Like I always suspect the first person on the scene to be somehow like involved, some kind of liar or criminal, just anything like that, to be somehow be the bad guy or related to the bad guy. Alrighty then, yeah, cut away for a second there. I had to scratch my ear, took my headphones off. Yeah, I always suspect the first person on the scene to be a bad dude. I'm not really sure what the logic is behind that. Don't really think there is any, to be honest. Yeah, green is just like, leave me alone. Why are you chasing me? Keep trying to run next door. It's not gonna work for you, man. We'll hunt you down. There's nowhere you can run. Nowhere you can hide. You're gonna be eaten. Yep, you're going to be eaten, Mr. Purple. Go on. Go get him. Go get him. Go on. This is not going to work out for Mr. Purple. I could just sit here. Like, there's no way he's going to take any of my cells. Alright. We'll wait. This game could probably end up ending in a stalemate if I just let it sit here for long enough. But that would be boring to watch, so we'll start winning. Black's probably a pretty easy color to play on a lot of these levels. Now you can still use your defensive strategies like waiting for attacks to land before you move to capture the next place. But with black it's not as much of a concern. If something's undefended, it's usually really easy to take it back. Yeah, easy peasy. It's only occasionally that you really get into trouble playing black because they're just that slow. Now I move those guys back just to defend. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Alright, I'll take the next cell over, and I'll take your home cell. See how you like that, Mr. Yellow? Yeah, how come how does this happen? How is it possible that I titled the video Orange and the cells were yellow the whole time and nobody left a comment like, dude, that's not orange, that's yellow. Yeah, I'm astounded. You guys usually see that kind of stuff. I'm just completely mystified that I called a color by the wrong name and everyone was like, yeah, whatever, that's not a big deal. Did nobody notice, or is it just that you couldn't tell really what color it was in the video? That just strikes me as strange. I mean, I'm not criticizing or anything, I'm just saying it's weird. Usually, whenever there's like a typo or anything like that, people on the internet will just like jump on it and let you know and be like, hey, you're wrong about this. You spelled this wrong, or you did that wrong, or oh, it's actually supposed to have an umlaut, and like, what? You know. So when I call something by completely the wrong name, like this just referring to it by totally not, that's not it. That's not orange, that's yellow. It's not even like something that you could confuse. It's not like I used the wrong version of there or your. I just totally had it completely wrong, and then nobody says anything. It's like, what? I don't get it. How come when there's little things wrong, everyone points it out, but when there's something big wrong, it's like no one even notices? I thought that was kind of funny. It don't make no sense, oh. Oh, you want to play that way, Jose, huh? Alright. See if I can snipe this guy. Might be tough. I'm gonna try and win by taking both of these cells right at the beginning. We're too slow. We got the one over here, though. Just the important one. Go and get that one next. Alright, well. That went okay. That could have gone better. Nope, nope. Defense! Huh, huh, defense! Go on, repopulate. They're all pretty safe right now. What? I thought they would have set up to that. I guess they weren't as strong as I thought. By the time those guys got over there, I had won the cell and lost it again. Come on, land in. Yeah, got me down to 0 there, but it doesn't matter. And we move in for the kill. He might cut you here, or down across the belly, spilling your innards. The point is, you're still alive when they start to eat you. Great movie. One of my favorite lines is in that movie. Kids smell, babies smell. I just love the way he says the second part. It's just, babies smell. Good stuff. I don't go for the snipe kill on levels where you're fighting against more than one other color, because you're probably just going to wear yourself out fighting one and then have the other one come in and eat you. Nope. We finish off that one, since blue was so happily weakened it for us. Yeah, so you see now how the strategy starts to go. Once you've got enough cells, it's just a matter of spreading out, taking the next cell down the line. Gosh, I ended up sending somebody to that cell that it was overfilled. I didn't realize I had even done that. Looks like they could have taken that. I'm always confused by these ones where it gets cut a little early and it seems like the enemy still had a chance. Yeah, they're not gonna hold that one for long. Where are you going with those? One of the little ones? He sent like 50 to the small cell. That's weird. Well, we could try and spread out a little bit. It's not so important that we have a lot of cells when we're playing as black, but we need to have enough that we can win, you know? Are they going in there? Aw, man. I was hoping to hold that cell. Let's take it back. You don't have to win by much in order to take the cell, it's just that one phage point. We'll leave them there. Don't want to move and lose the cell. Spread round. There we go. We got this guy over here. We need to be expanding on that front. And the same strategies that you use for the other colors are still moderately effective. Having more cells does confer you a long-term advantage. And at some point I need to take one of these two big purple ones that we got sitting over here because they're generating more cells. More than the 4, probably less than the... Oh, thank you, Mr. Blue. You're a nice guy. I'll attack you a little bit just to say thanks before I take the big one. I think we're ready to eat this one. Yeah, that's satisfying. Oh, I didn't need to defend that. Look at there. Get off my lawn! Yeah, this game's almost too easy. Like, I feel like it is too easy. But, you know, it's just a silly flash game. I think part of the fun is figuring out what strategies work for the different colors. And I really just I already know because I've played the game before. So, replay value is small, I'd say. Small to negligible. That should be it. Yup! Dominant species. Which one do we have next? Oh, this is one you can win with a good snipe. We'll see how this holds. Yeah, we're definitely taking the cell he's in. The question is it going to work out for us in the long run? We need to be eating other cells too. You walk away. No, no, you can't be doing that. And the good thing is with the black, it's easy to take. How did he get so many in that cell already? No! Shoot. This is not going well. We're not hardy enough to hold on to the cells we're taking because I spread myself too thin at the beginning. I shouldn't have tried to do that blitz. That was stupid. It's not going to work out for us. He's got so many more cells on the field. Yeah, we're done. It's nowhere for me to go now. I'm going to take that next cell and he's just going to eat me from the one next door. Yeah. Bummer. Alright, we'll play it the other way. It is really easy to play defensively as black, so. Ooh, yeah, barely held down. So basically it's just the idea is don't let him ever take any of your cells, if at all possible. We're fine there. He didn't send enough to take that one, even though I think when it was full. Yeah, so see, look, now we've already got more than half, and it's just like, oh, we're just gonna spread around this way. And then you just immediately take it back while he's still weak after trying to eat ya. Alright, let's take out Mr. Big. Take your time, guys. Just get over there when you can, you know? No biggie. Nom nom nom. Didn't really work out for you, you did it. Sent all those guys over there, and then he won by such a small margin, and then I immediately took the cell back. Fun times. Yep. Now we're going to eat the big cell, and just sit around for a bit. I'm tempted to go ahead and eat one of these, yeah, let's do it. Oh, you're eating myself there, huh? Alright, I might just eat you right back, buddy. Oh, that was the wrong time to take people out of that cell. Unless he was evacuating it. That's what it looked like at the end there. Doop. And victory. Let's go over here next, shall we? Yep, he's playing the wrong strategy. He's trying to fight us, rather than spreading to more cells so he can outnumber us. Because the full frontal assault is not going to work against black. That rabbit's dynamite. Now what are you attempting, Mr. Purple? Alright, I'm gonna split out of this cell. Because he's taking it. I think I'm taking his, so yeah. I came out ahead in that exchange, I think. Don't move too quickly to eat all my cells I just took, dude. Come on now. Take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. It should be easy to see. Oh, how's that song go? Oh, I can't remember. I know one of the later lines is I'm lost in the crowd for crying out loud. Something. Dang it. Take that something. Nom 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 nom. I eat my neighbors. There we go. Well, would you stop? Come on. Where are they going? Yeah, so the more fighting there is in between the cells, the better off you're going to be as black, because you're going to be coming out ahead in those battles. It's when you get into a battle of attrition where it's about who can populate more people over time. That's when things can get a little bit rougher for black, because it's harder for you to recapture lost cells and to repopulate open areas, because that was dumb. I should have just left it. I don't know if I would have had enough to hold that cell anyway. We can just take it back. It's pretty easy. I love when you can relay through a smaller cell like that. So it makes it look like that small cell just turned around and ate the big one. That's always funny to me. Could you get it? Thank you. Yeah, it's the numbers the game becomes fairly simple for black at this point. Hang on to that cell. Wow, did he just reinforce that cell? That's a good move. It's not gonna work out because I've already got more cells than him now, so his only potential advantage would be to have the big cells and to hold them. Look at this, I got 100 people sitting over here I'm not paying attention to. Sometimes you can have your own reinforcements sitting across the screen and not even notice. And just like, hey, why don't you get all that 250 cell that's full in the other corner and bring those guys over here. They transfer without loss. Oh, red is fairly weak. Gosh, I should try and snipe red. So what's going to happen is red is fast but a weak color. So I'm about to start eating his cells. So I'm not concerned with him coming after me. Or I'm not concerned with losing if he did come after me. Yeah, see. This worked out great. You're not gonna be able to do that, dude. Come on. Oh, hello. But you see, every time he does this, he's just putting less and less. He's getting less and less people in his main cell. He had like 100 and something there. Now he's down to 60. See. So what I need to do is just freaking get him. Oh, he's done now. He sent people out at the wrong time. Come on, when this group gets over here, we'll get it. Go on. Would you get in there? Goodness. We need more men. They're too slow is what it is. It takes so long for him to get over there that we would have won if they had gotten there immediately, but they're so slow that he has time to repopulate. There we go. It was just that one cell there at the end. Now what do we do? We just sit there. So now I'm ready to eat green. Oh, don't be a dick, blue. Shit. Blue! Come on! That was like a... Oh, that was like the gunfight in the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Oh crap, I shouldn't have let him get the big one. Let's go eat the big one. Shall we? We shall. Hopefully we can still take it from him. Yes! Okay, great. Our victory is nearly assured. He was only able to spread to a couple smaller ones down here before we took the big one back. Or took the big one in the first place. Yeah, this is going to work out pretty easily, I think. And of course we've reached the point in the game where we no longer can see how many people there are in the enemy cells. But, you know, no problemo. It's not going to be an issue. I'm just going to move a big crowd through in a minute here. Yeah, you see the strategy there? Half of the guys that probably ended up taking this cell came from this one over here. Yeah, easy peasy. I'm not really talking much during this, am I? Yeah, but LA Noire has been fun. Getting all these, all the cases and things. It's just sort of, it's interesting. I really dig the questioning people. That's just a cool element. And I'm digging the mocap that went into it too, because it looked good. This is probably the best facial animations I've ever seen in a video game. And after playing Skyrim and seeing how like, everyone just stares at you, like this wooden look on their face, and saying things that just don't make any sense at all, like are unrelated to what you were talking about before that, it's just so jarring. And then to finally see a game that actually did it right, like that's dialogue and speech in the game done right. I can't figure a better way to do dialogues than LA Noire. It just looks great. And the graphics are, I mean, it's just more than just the graphics, too. It's the accuracy. It's how much the people actually look like they're telling you a lie, or like they're worried. And it's because they had this, apparently they invented, and they probably patented, too, this big, like 30-something camera rig that captured the actors' faces from like all these different angles. And then they used it to generate like 3D images of the face, which they then rendered in the game. So it's like as close as an actor could get to looking like you're lying or looking like you're worried or whatever. Why is that cell so full? Let's eat him. I take you down from the top to the bottom. Oh, is that a line from a rap song or something? It sounds familiar. Top to bottom. Can't remember. But yeah, that has been a great enjoyment. Of course, the controls are god awful. Trying to drive that car with the keyboard is horrendous. If I didn't have an Xbox Windows, I got a Windows Live controller, which is basically a 360 controller for the PC. If I didn't have that, I would be kind of irritated actually, because the controls for the car are absolutely horrendous. I mean, it drives just like you'd expect. You push one button to go, push another button for brake, and then you have the arrow keys, or WASD in my case, for your turning left and right. But the keys, it's not like a piano where, dang it, quit taking the cells that I'm trying to eat. You guys are being irritating. It's not like a piano where the keys have a pressure sensitivity, and the harder you hit it, the louder the note plays, or the harder you push S, or what is it, A and D. The harder you push A and D, the harder you turn to the right or left. No, it's just either you're pushing the key or you aren't. And so it's like you're going straight or you're veering off to the right. Like, those are your two options. And so it's like, what? You can't drive like this. And then of course it plays. Oh, when did I lose that cell? I wasn't even looking up there, man. Of course it's like a Grand Theft Auto game in the way that the streets and things are set up, and because it's made by Rockstar, it's the same company. So I'm expecting the cars to drive like they do in Grand Theft Auto 4, but they do not. In Grand Theft Auto 4, it's like, I feel like they really wanted to make a racing game, Rockstar did, and so they just tried to make the driving in GTA 4 as much like a race as possible. Hell, there's even racing side quests you can do. Side missions, I guess they're called. And then, Get out of my cell. And then the cars in LA Noire are not exactly, the game's set in 1947 or 8, I think, late 40s, and so the cars are not exactly modern, fancy cars like nitrous engines or anything stupid like that. They're just old cars, and they drive like an old car. The brakes are crap. They don't slow you down like you would expect brakes in a video game to do. They slow you down like an actual car, and so you have to start braking way earlier than you would expect for a video game. And that kind of throws me off. And then of course all of this all wouldn't even matter if it were just, oh, I can just plow through other cars on the street and just go where I'm going, like you can do in Grand Theft Auto. You can just run people over and no one cares. No, in this game, if you run somebody at the end of your detective solving cases, that's why you're questioning all these people. I probably should have said that. I just assumed everybody knew. But that's why you're questioning people, and that's why you're driving around the city in an old car. If you're a detective solving these cases, and so when you finish a case, you get like graded on how good you did, and one of the criteria is, oh geez, I don't know who's gonna win here, but it's not us. Yeah. Gosh, that's like the tagline to Aliens vs. Predator. No matter who wins, we lose. Yeah. So at the end of each case, they grade you and they tell you how good you did. And one of the things they grade you on is how much damage you caused to your car and to the city from running into things as you drive around. So you have to be really careful. And it's like, I don't want to have to just drive like an old grandma everywhere. I'm playing a video game. I shouldn't be so responsible. It should just be ridiculous. That's what video games are for. And then I finally figured out that... Why am I sending these guys so far? It's going to take like half an hour for them to get down there. Yeah, green's going to take that cell by the time we... Oh, that's white! I thought it was empty. Wow, okay. I guess you can tell which ones are empty because they still have the numbers in them. Alright, let's start eating big cells. Yeah, so they tell you how much money you would have had to spend to fix all that stuff you broke with your car. And then every time you start to do damage to something, a little indicator pops up, a little message that says, "As a member of the LAPD, you're expected to do." And it's like, any damages caused will have to be paid for. It's like, ah, crap. Thanks a lot, game. Couldn't let me have any fun, could ya? So then I finally discovered that if you just like push the button for longer when you're getting in the car, you'll basically just tell the AI, your partner, to drive instead of you, which is sort of like fast traveling to the next place, which isn't like I would expect it to be. It isn't like you just ride shotgun and you watch the trip like you did in a taxi in GTA. You just skip it. It just fast travels to it, which is kind of lame, to be honest. I would have liked to just watch the scenery, maybe have some dialogue between the characters or something, put something in there. Even if it's just random, like, not really relevant dialogue, it can still be character development, you know? Dang it. But, I just lost a bunch of people there for no good reason. Boom. Yeah, so that's kind of meh. The driving is alright, but yeah, the keyboard is just impossible. It's like either you're going straight or you're veering off to one side. Those are your two options. So with the controller, the sensitivity's there, and so you can turn just a little bit if you want. Of course, who does that? Congratulations! Ah, yes. Oh, there's one other thing I should talk about before I end this video, and that is, a few of you have given me games on Steam as gifts recently. Thank you all very much. There's 4 of you have been very generous to me. So I've got a whole bunch of games actually. You guys have gifted me a few, and thanks again. You guys are awesome. You're under no obligation to do that. I just, you know, I'm grateful whenever anybody does something like that for me. And I'll never be one to ask for it. I'm not here on YouTube to get free stuff or to make money. That's why there's no ads on my channel. So, yeah, that being said, thanks again. And some of those will probably be LPs eventually, but there's no guarantees on any of that. I'm playing, yeah, one of the things what I'm saying is that the Steam sale is on right now on Steam, so I've actually been buying a few games for myself, which is something that I never do. I'm really a miser. I don't like to spend money. Look at these guys, they're freaking out. I don't know where the mouse is. I'm really a miser. I don't like to spend money, and so I very rarely spend money on myself. Like most of the time, the only time I'll spend money on myself is when I go out to eat. I don't buy myself new clothes all the time or buy new games as soon as they come out. I usually play older games, or I'll play emulators or whatever. It's all free. And then the Steam sale comes along this summer, the summer sale, and it's like, what? I can get a game that came out last year for $6? Yes, I'll buy that now. So I've spent like way too much money. Sort of the back and forth. But yeah, thanks again, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time when we'll actually do a real LP. The next one's going to be another emulator, and I told you guys, I gave you a hint already. Cross-platform, PC, Nintendo 64, and it's a Star Wars game. See you guys next time.